Hello, good morning, and happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. I can't believe that. I hope everybody had a really good New Year's celebration and that it continued into Monday because obviously that was a thing that I was not aware of, but everybody seemed to have off on Monday, so that's really cool. For those parents, I hear the kids went back to school, so that's good for you. You have a little bit of time on your hands. Teachers, that means that you need to spend some time tonight kind of breathing and meditating, probably a lot. My name is Michelle. I am from Moksha Grace Coaching, and thank you for being here today. Thank yourself for being here today, because that is the important piece. You're making time for yourself. So, for those of you who know what Moment of Presence is about, you know what's coming. We are going to take a moment to come into the moment so we can be here, be present, engage, ask questions, listen, but really understand how to be in this moment. So if you can close your eyes, turn your phone on silent. I put my do not disturb on with my computer. I actually learned how to use that finally. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds, and then we're just going to let our big exhale. And then we're going to do that for 2 more times after that. So 3 total. So big, deep breath in. Hold it. And think about all those things that are flying around in your mind that you want to get done this year. Big exhale. And then we're going to take another big, deep breath in. I just want you to think how easy it's all going to be. It's just going to all unfold magically the way it's supposed to. Big exhale. And big deep breath in. Imagine how good it's going to feel this time next year when you're planning for 2024. Big exhale. Because it'll all be done. Anything and everything that is supposed to get done and be done, anything and everything that you're supposed to experience, it's all going to happen. You just have to believe. If we learned nothing else from watching all of the Christmas movies, you have to believe to see it, right? You can't see, seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. So it's about believing. So today we are going to talk about goal setting. And I would rather call it like predicting what you want for your year. It's been funny. I've been reading a lot on masculine and feminine and different brain types, ADHD and ADD and all these other different things with labels. I want you to let it all go. I want you to think about some times where you set your mind on something that you wanted to accomplish or you wanted to have, and that it panned out. It worked. Whether it was a car you one day said that you were going to get, and then you got it. Whether it was a vision board that you all of a sudden looked at 2 years later and realized that everything on the vision board was done. Or maybe even you did the full goal setting practice that you can go through that's very structured, where you take what you want to achieve and then you break it down to the ridiculous with every month, with every week, with every day, what has to be done in order to get you there. If it worked, then do it. Do it again and again and again. And if something like it worked, then take what you enjoyed about it and use that, because it's all about the process. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Is there's a lot of people that are throwing a lot of different methods around of you got to do this way. You if you want to do this by the end of the week, then you need to put it in front of you and you need to stare at it every single day. If that works for you, then do it. Do it. I just finished with a client and I told her I was going to be mentioning this today. And we were talking about what she wants next. And we didn't talk about any of the how. We focused on what kind of people she wants to attract, what kind of clients, what kind of customers, what are they looking for? How can she create that? What else is going to be surrounding? What's the environment going to look like and feel like? What are some ways that she would handle a situation when a customer or client comes in and doesn't exactly fit, the avatar that she created, because maybe they're having a bad day, and what are ways that you could help them? Who are the people that you want to help? And as we had this conversation, that was just that part of it was 30, 45 minutes. The glow that came just surrounded her, the light, the energy, the motivation that you could feel through the camera. It was amazing. And she felt it. And if she felt it, then guess what? The universe, source, whatever flavor of the divine you believe in, they felt it. And ripples, right? The ripple effect, that was created this morning because we went through that exercise together. So don't think that doing this has to be done by yourself, because a conversation, the right person, not the person that's going to be the naysayer. Oh, wait, you can't do it that way. Oh, no, you can't do it that way. You want somebody that's going to be open and honest, but fun. And here's the other thing that's really, really important for you to remember. If you're in a bad mood and you said you were going to do it, but you're not in a good mood, don't do it. Don't do it just to tick it off your list, check mark it. Don't do it. Because what do you think you're then going to create? Give yourself that grace. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the things that we talked about, because there was a day that she wanted to do it and she was not in a good mood, and she gave herself that grace of that day. And then the next day, like, all this stuff lined up to create these different experiences that set her up for today's conversation of things that she wanted. And you know what? One of the biggest things that she remembered to do was to go dive into her gratitudes. What was she happy about? So when you're looking at your predictions for next year, when you're looking and setting your goals, don't look at it from a place of lack. Well, I don't have it this year, so next year I want this. Be grateful for everything you have, and what do you want more of? What do you want to shift so that it's bigger or larger or more impactful? But don't come from a place of lack and scarcity. Don't come from, well, next year I want to make $200,000 because I only made $100,000 this year. What are some of the things that you're going to do? What will change in your life when that happens? And then talk about the fun. Think about the fun. Plan the fun. If it's, I'm going to remodel my kitchen, go pick some tile. What color do you want on the wall? What appliances? Because it doesn't matter about the how. And yes, I know that there's a lot of people that do believe that, but there's a time and a place for the how. And when you're creating this vision that you want for the next year, then have fun with it. Then you'll get caught up in the momentum. Then you'll be in the right place of mindset to go, okay, what's one action step that I can take today or every day that's going to get me that goal? What's going to get me one step closer? But you don't have to be so rigid because, again, feel into it. And if your body is saying no bueno today, then that's not what you should do. Okay? I love to, let me mute. See, he doesn't like the pool man. And the pool man is here. And so he's unhappy. But I can't let him out. So we're just going to go with it because that's all about ease and flow. See how I do that? Just tell him to be quiet. But anyway, back to what we're talking about. So making sure that you're in the right frame of mind so that you can plan out what you want to achieve, but you don't have to be so rigid about it. You don't have to be so stuck in your thoughts that you can't ease and flow. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. And that's okay. It wasn't supposed to work out. And, that's one of the key universal laws is universal law of inspired action, law of attraction, law of vibration, cause and effect. All of these laws, if you've taken a dive and researched them or not, you might want to because they're really cool. But you can't just wish something to happen. You can't just dream it up and put it on the vision board and then never do anything. Never align your energy, never look into it, never, research it. You can't just throw it out there. You've got to actually take action that's going to get you towards it, no matter what you want to do. If you want to run a 5-mile marathon, you can't just say, I'm going to run the 5-mile marathon and then sit on the couch all day. You need to plan out how you're going to work your body into and be prepared for the 5 miles. But it doesn't mean that you have to wake up on day 5 and go, I'm going to go run the 5-mile marathon because I want to test it out. Because you're probably not going to feel really good afterwards. So make sure that you're biting off what you can chew and maybe a little bit more every day so you build yourself into it. But make sure you have that clear vision of how you're going to feel when it happens, when you achieve it. And if you can get into the details, meaning I am going to walk where I'm going to run the 5 miles so that I'll remember what I'm going to see along the way. You want to plan out the kitchen, meaning you want to draw it out. You want to know what the colors are. These are the things that are important because these are the things that are going to keep the momentum going. And you can say to yourself, I'm going to work on this an hour a day or 2 hours a day, whatever it is. But don't beat yourself up if you don't do it for one day because you weren't in the energy to do it. It's better to not bring the sticky, yucky, negative energy into it than to just miss it for the day. Miss it. Because when you come back and you have more positive energy, it's going to be better and it's going to get you farther. All right. So I hope that that is helpful. And yes, you can go out and you can buy planners. I have this beautiful planner. I love my planner. It's the Law of Attraction planner. And as you can see, I didn't use it. I'm using it now in the way I want to use it because I realized I don't have to use it by their instructions. I don't have, there's no rule. No one's going to, the police are not going to come knocking on my door and say, we're the planner police and you didn't use our planner the way we wanted to. So, you're in trouble. You're not going to get what you want. So now I use it differently and it's working and I'm really enjoying it. So find something that works for you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. If you want to look at what they're doing and what works for them, great. But remember when it's worked for you, because if you're here, you've gotten somewhere in life. And there's times where things worked out. So just repeat it. Remember what that was and do it again. All right. So I look forward to seeing you next week. MichelleMokshaGrace.com. You can find out a ton of information about me. I'm all over social media. And I'm the coach that comes in and helps you figure out what is blocking you from getting what you really want in life, facing those challenges head on so that they don't keep getting you entangled and pulling you back down. That's what I like to do. That's what I enjoy doing, is helping people through those barriers. So I look forward to meeting you. I hope to see you next week here, same time, Wednesday, 1 o'clock, Moment of Presence. And have a great week. Remember, you choose whether your day is going to be good or bad. So make good choices. Bye-bye.